I'm gonna be doing a little like sketchbook tour / talk through. I'm definitely not used to like talking to a camera and talking about my art in this way, but I thought it would be cool because this is like my first ever like fully completed sketchbook, which I did from March 2021 to May 2022. So I feel like it has a lot of good memories. It's pretty full. Yeah, I'd seen a lot of YouTubers and art YouTubers like filling sketchbooks, and I got really inspired. And so I filled this whole sketchbook, I guess, the last 2 years, not including this year, because it's 2023 now. Yeah, so I'm not really used to like talking about my art in my sketchbook, but I thought it would be cool to try out a sketchbook tour and see how I feel about it. So I guess we can talk about the stickers first. I definitely can't go through each one. There's just a lot of random ones. This was like a bookstore I worked at for my university, and then these were like from the books, like used stickers. These two are from like my art friend. This was from like a planner. This is also from like a random art organization or something. This is probably from someone I knew, but I don't remember. That was one of my roommates. She wrote Ugly and gave it to me, but it was like, it was like a friend thing. This is like a local band from where I went to college, and then this is like Hi How Are You project, which is pretty cool. You should check it out. And then I have some super random ones on the back. Yeah, I don't have to go over all of them, but Luna's Honest. And then Harry Styles. I went to the Harry Styles concert like 2 years ago, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, let's get into the sketchbook. This is so weird also, I haven't like looked at this in so long. So usually like in my sketchbooks, I mean this is the first one I've ever like completed, but on the front page, like just like the little page that's attached to the binding, I usually use this as like my swatch page. I think it looks pretty cool at the end because it's like all the swatches and new supplies that I've tried and stuff. So it looks kind of crazy. Here's my name, a page. So this is my first page. She's cute. I don't have a lot to say about it. I love doing portraits. I love drawing people. That's like the one thing that I've done like for so long in my art, and I still love doing it. I almost always draw portraits or people. I'm trying to get better at like doing landscapes and other things, but I just love drawing people. Here's some random eyes that apparently I did in March of 2021. Also, some of the sketchbook pages are so dirty, which is, I mean, I think it's kind of funny because it's like, I don't know, it feels used in a good way. But yeah, so sorry about that. They're a little messy, but I think it's kind of cool. So yeah, these are a bunch of random eyes. I think this page is pretty cool. And then this one is, I guess you could say I was feeling good. I love like experimenting in my art. This was super not like the art that I make, so I thought that was kind of cool. This one's not my favorite, but we're gonna let her be. We're gonna let her breathe. We're gonna let her have her moment for a second. This one also I have a lot of mixed feelings about. I definitely like messed up on this drawing and I didn't like it, and I was like, what if I just smeared it? So I mean, I think it looks better than when I first drew it, so I did a lot of experimenting in here, so they're not all gonna be perfect. This one's cute. Don't have a lot to say about that. Really love this one. I love drawing with ballpoint pen. I haven't done that in so long. It's fun. This is kind of a random page. The composition's kind of weird. But I think it's cool also. I like the way it turned out. This is also a ballpoint pen. I need to get back to doing that. This page, this one's a little weird. I remember I was really proud of this one though. This is pretty cool. I think this is from Moulin Rouge. I've seen that movie once, and I don't know if I liked it. I don't remember, but I like the but I love like the jewelry and the outfits and stuff like that. More portraits, of course. You'll notice I just do a bunch of like random swatches on my sketchbook pages. I think it looks kind of cool. This one, kind of a fail, but you know, we experiment. Some portraits. I remember at the time I was using like a really small pencil lead with like this really pretty mechanical pencil, so I was doing a lot of little portraits, which I really liked. Some weird portraits, some funky ones. I remember this was a TikTok. I don't remember her username, but I did that. There's some cats. Even though this is pretty messy, I think it looks kind of cool. It's like the back of like a jaguar or something. I think it looks kind of cool. These are cute. So I'm gonna skip most of the next page. It's just I drew a portrait of my ex, and then he drew like a little cute note next to it, which I think is pretty cool to put in sketchbooks. It's weird to look back and see like little memories and stuff, and I think it's cool to put weird little things in your sketchbook like that. But just for like privacy, I'm not gonna show that. This is when I tried to dye my hair blue, and I was like, I want to remember this, so I put a bunch of like the dye that I was using like onto the sketchbook page. I don't know. This is a toilet. There you go. This was, I can't think of the artist's name, but I was definitely trying to do, if you know the artist, he like does these really cool perspectives. He does these really cool perspective drawings, and this was in my old college apartment, and this is our living room, and I tried to make it look like, you know, I'm like drawing in the sketchbook. I'm not really great at perspective, and like the way that this artist does it, he like warps it and it looks pretty cool. It's like a fish eye, so I definitely didn't get that effect, but I think it looks pretty cool. And then these were just a bunch of like cards that I got at a community art fair or something. I like to do that in my sketchbook. I thought they looked pretty cool, so I put that in there. This page, I have this cool little guy, like him. I feel like I never draw guys. I know a lot of artists say that. They're like, I forget to draw guys, I just draw women. Yeah, I do that too. But I really like the way he turned out. And then this little clown girl is like one of the only characters I've like tried to flesh out. But I named her Robin. And you can see I did like a weird little sketch of her right here. But yeah, I haven't really gone anywhere with that story. I've kind of been thinking about it. I draw her every now and then, but this is Robin. This is her first appearance. So this one's pretty cool. I think I was using like a really small blue watercolor pencil. So I went in with some water, did some of the background. It's pretty small, it's pretty detailed. This one's kind of cool. I just like outlined it in this gel pen. I think this one is cool. I don't know, you tell me. Is it cool? I think it's cool. I'm sure everyone has seen this picture on Pinterest. I feel like every artist uses this as a reference. But I also used it. I thought it was kind of cute. And then this little girly. It's cute. I feel like this would be like a cute sticker or something, you know? This is like a little shop that I went to with my friends. Here's a girl with a banana phone. Here's Doug. I think he's on TikTok. I put his @ I don't know if that's still his @ but he's a cutie. Drew him. I also see a lot of people draw this reference on Pinterest. It's a cool reference. So I'm covering this up because it shows where I lived at the time, but this was like a big cell phone tower thing, if that's what it's called, outside of my old apartment complex. I just sat out there one day and drew it. It's kind of messy, but I liked just like getting into the lines, and they're definitely not all accurate, but it was cool just to make it look kind of messy and weird. I like it. And then this painting is gouache, which I really want to get back into. I just haven't had time to sit down and do like a gouache painting. but it was from a picture I took of the local Brahms, and I think it's pretty cool. There's a lot of like little details in there and stuff. Here's a random one. A lot of times I just take random pictures of things that I see on the street or whatever throughout my day that I think look cool. And I think this is just a random picture of a fire hydrant, and I drew it. And I made it all black in the background, which is kind of weird. It feels like it's in like a different universe or something, I don't know. Kind of cool. This is another gouache portrait. I really like how this one turned out. She's cute. This was also gouache. I must have really been into gouache at this time. But yeah, this is my cat laying on my laptop. I took a picture of him. He likes to lay on the stuff that I'm trying to work on. So I did a little painting of him on my laptop. It's kind of cute. And then this is one of those pages where it's like, it's kind of just like the colors are cool, so I didn't paint over it, but it's not my favorite. It's a little messy, but you know, it's cool. And then I'm not gonna get too much into this, but I was trying to flesh out Robin's character from before. I was trying to find like my style with the drawing her, but I do not create characters on the regular basis, so it's not my thing. But I thought it was kind of cool to just kind of like flesh her out and be like, what if she had a story? What would it be like? And then these were like other characters I was thinking about. This is definitely a Pinterest reference, so it's not original. But it was giving me ideas for stuff, so. Once again, this is just kind of like a random page. I drew this girly, and this was one of my family members' paintings, and I kind of stuck it in there. I thought it was kind of cool. And then I drew this weird, oh my god. The sparkles are coming off of my finger. But I drew this little gradient thing. And you know what? Sometimes art supplies don't last and they come off on your finger, which is fine. I probably should have sprayed this. I don't know. I don't think I did, but you know, it's fine. So I really like this page. The foot is a little weird, I admit that. But I love this girly. I just love the way the little swatches look on the side. I like her crown. I like her outfit. I love her hair, her face. I just really like how it turned out, so I really like this one. The foot, you know, we're not gonna talk about it. It's not, half of the things that I like write and put in here don't make sense. It's kind of just like, I wanted to fill space. I mean, it's not bad. It's not good, but. And then I never finished this one, actually. I never like fully fleshed it out or rendered it. I think I just got like tired. It was so much work, and I did like all the swatches on the side. And like colored pencil takes so long for it to look realistic. So I didn't really finish this one, but I still like the way it looks. I kind of just left it how it is. I think it looks kind of cool. Here we got Zendaya. Here's a random little star girl. I really like how this one turned out. I used like weird pens and stuff around her, but I think it looks cool. I like the bright colors and stuff. Love her eyeliner. Love her hair. This one's kind of cute. It's pretty simple. She's a bunch of little fishies. I think I did this with like really cheap acrylic markers. It was kind of just a random page, but I think it's cute. Here's a Brahms receipt. Love that. I'm surprised that still like has stuff on it, but here's some weird shoes. I think these are kind of cool, actually. I want to like start drawing more loosely like this. Sometimes I try and it just does not work out. Like I don't have the skill set for it yet. But like I like how this turned out. I think that's cool. Here's more me trying to flesh out Robin. I don't know, I kind of just like drawing her in different styles. So. Kind of weird, I don't know how I feel about it. I think this was at a family member's house in their backyard. They had really big sunflowers, so I drew some, or I drew one, I guess, and I cut it out. It's kind of cute. Once again, this is kind of a random page. But yeah, just your little snaky. Most of these pictures, not this one, but a lot of these came from references on Pinterest, which I really suggest if you're starting out in art. I just love Pinterest. Like, I still use it. I'm looking at it right now on my computer. It's just great for references and stuff, and like ideas. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. Turned out a little funky, but you know, it's practice. I do like this goldfish. I think she's cute. I'm pretty sure this was Posca markers. And then I really like this nun, actually. I like how she turned out. And I wrote, what did I write? What makes sins sins? Does smoking make me a bad person? Does God hate me because I inhale smoke? Mother Sue told me so. She's right. I don't know. You know, I like writing random things in my sketchbook. I don't know what that means, but it's a smoking nun, so that's kind of cool. This one was also Posca markers. Is it Posca markers or Posca pens? I don't know. But yeah, she's cute. Simple. I really like this one. I think I did this with really fine point Sharpies, which is super different for me. But I really like the way it turned out. It's kind of like graphic. It almost looks like a cartoon or something. I should do more stuff with that. And then I think this was with some kind of pastel crayon or something. I'm not sure. Crayon. And I wanted to like make it simple and keep the people really simplified. So I think it looks kind of cool. This is a little collage page. I actually really like the way this turned out. I want to get into more collage and like abstract stuff, but these are just a bunch of like TVs and monitors and stuff like that, just for fun. This is I don't even know what this is. Like a random shape page. It says WTF. What the? Yeah, I don't know either. Love this girly, so pretty. I forgot what I used for this. I think I used my Prismacolors for this, and like the colors are just so beautiful. I really love how this turned out. This is a little bit of a fail. So I really like the sketch of this one, and then I was like, what if I put red glitter on it? And you know, it's not the best, but that's what experimenting is for. And I do have a picture of it before, so that's what's important. This guy was pretty cool to draw. I like how it's like realistic in the face, and then the shirt is just super messy, and it's not super messy, but it's a little messy. This one is interesting. It looks kind of good like on camera, but it's not my favorite, but it's interesting. As you can see, I was obsessed with doing portraits. I could not stop doing portraits. This still is like blue when I touch it, even though I sprayed Fix-It on it. So yeah, this one's pretty cute. It's kind of stylized. I really like this one. This was with Prismacolors, and I feel like the colors just look really bright, so that's cool. And then I think this was me visiting my friend, and we went to the movies, or it was like my friend group, I think. We went somewhere, and she had like a little drum set, so I drew that. This is a special page. So this is inspired by when I went to the Harry Styles concert, of course. This was a little feather from my boa that I wore to the concert. And of course I had to draw Harry from, is it the Golden music video, I think? Yeah. You know, he turned out a little weird. Doesn't look exactly like him, but I think it's cute. And then this was my wristband from the concert. Another random little page. A hand. If you can't see, it's a hand. Another random little page. This page is so messy and strange, but I actually really like it. I like doing random messy art kind of in the midst of my realism. Kind of gives my brain a break, and I don't know, it's kind of weird. I also like writing random words on it and stuff. Love this guy. Love this funky guy. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. He's just pretty cool. This is another little collage page. I really like how this turned out. It's so simple, but it's really cute. But I think it's cute. And I'm pretty sure this was from like a coloring book. I don't know where I got the coloring book from, but I just colored some like underwater stuff and cut them out and then put some little sparkles on it. It's super simple, but I don't know, it was therapeutic. I liked it. Here's a little Halloween theme. It must have been around Halloween time when I did this. I'm pretty sure these are all Posca markers, Posca pens. So it's kind of cute. I really love this page. It's very random, but I like it. I like all the weird shapes and stuff. I think I was just like doodling and seeing what I come up with. I got this like kind of cartoonish face going on. I like the colors and stuff. This one, Blue Boy. This is another one. I'm sure a lot of people have drawn this from Pinterest. Yeah, I did it pretty stylized, but I like how it turned out. Here's when I started. So that's me. The face is pretty realistic. I didn't do all the shading I wanted to. I think it would have been cool if I like filled this in with a solid color or something, but you know, it's still cool. Here's another collage page. I really love doing these, just like cutting shapes out and stuff. This is a lava lamp, of course, as you can tell. I think it's pretty cool. It just looks kind of funky. I don't know, I like it. This is probably one of my favorite pages. So this is with Crayola crayons. So this is with Crayola crayons. I can never say crayons. So this is with Crayola crayons. I did a little swatch on the side, and I don't know, I really like this. This is like super old construction paper that I found in my room, I think. And then I just found this chair, probably on Pinterest or somewhere. And I just really love the way it turned out. It looks pretty realistic, especially from afar. And it's kind of cool that it's just like pencil and crayons. It's pretty simple, but I think it looks cool. This page, don't know how I feel about this one. Kind of a random one, but you know, you gotta have the random ones in there. I tried to draw our ceiling fan in our living room. Not great, not horrible. You know, it is what it is. It's another little random page. This was fun just to like doodle. I wasn't trying to really make it look good. It was just a fun doodle page. This is another gouache painting. I was really into gouache this year. Not this year, but the year that I made this. And this was like a super complicated reference picture I found. So like a lot of the stuff that's in the picture is not in here because I just didn't want to draw it. But I like the way it turned out. I think it looks pretty cool. It's just like a bunch of computer stuff and wires. It doesn't really make sense, but it doesn't have to. This is kind of funny. So this is first attempt at color blocking / simplified painting. I'm still working on that. I'm probably going to be working on that for the rest of my life. I really want to get good at like color blocking and simplifying things. I get really into details and sometimes I kind of miss the big picture. So this must have been my first kind of attempt. I think this is gouache. Yeah, this is gouache. I tried to make it simple and then it looks like it didn't work out. And so I just went over it with pen and it's definitely not simplified anymore. This one's cute. I like the way I did the hair. More portraits. I really like this little clown girl, which is cool. Random page. I like these weird little funky pages. I think one of my coworkers drew this, so I just stuck it in there. And then this was from the bookstore I worked at, and someone put this on me. It says used boob instead of book, so that's pretty cool. Also, I think this was the start of my like star obsession. So like I have a tattoo of a star on my wrist. and I've become obsessed with stars in the past few years. So this must have been like the first little, I think I just saw a lot of artists, like YouTubers and Instagram artists, putting stars around their portraits, and I'm like, that looks cute, that looks funky. So this must have been the start of it. Not sure how I feel about this one. The washi tape is cool. It's pretty sparkly. I think I added like paint over this to try to make the highlights in the water stand out. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell what it is, but I like this one. This is kind of funny. I never do styles like this, so every now and then, you know, you just gotta experiment and do something fun. And then I also like the way this one turned out. So I'm pretty sure these two are Copic markers. This might also be Copic. I think this is all Copic. But yeah, I like the way this one turned out. This one was pretty cool. I don't remember. I think I used Karen Dace crayons, I'm pretty sure. And they're basically like pastels. They're really smooth. So I got to like layer a bunch and really like smooth his cheekbones out and stuff. Here's a weird little intersection drawing. Super tiny, kind of random. Once again, I'm still working on stuff like this. Like I want to learn how to simplify landscapes and stuff like that. And then I really loved this one. I really love this drawing. Unfortunately, the next page, I think I used Copic markers, and so that's why there's like bleed over, there's like some brown, dark brown. So it kind of messed it up a little bit, but I still like how this turned out. So here is Box Boy, apparently. I like this weird little, I guess it's like monochromatic, where you're just using one color as the shading. And there's not really any shading, it's kind of just like black and white, but it's orange and white, so I think that looks kind of cool. This one's interesting. I think this is like marker and some Posca pen. Once again, this is full of portraits, love portraits. I really like how this one turned out also. This is colored pencil, and I think her eyes, I put like bright Posca pens, so that's why it looks like her eyes are like glowing almost. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, that one's kind of cute. I really like this one. Here's my star obsession again, creeping in. I think I was trying to make my art more loose at this time, which maybe this doesn't seem loose, but this was loose for me. Because I tend to overwork some things and add too much detail, but I thought this was like the right amount of detail for it to look realistic, but still kind of messy. And I like how the colors are a little weird, like all the shadings like purple and stuff. But yeah, I like the way this one turned out. Here's kind of a random one again. I kind of left some space here. I don't know why I never filled it. Here's a robin popping up. You know, she pops up in random places. Don't know what that is. I don't know. Don't know what that is. Here's an eye. I probably started a portrait and then like gave up. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. That's kind of cool. And then I like this little doodle. The feet, the shading, it's kind of cool. And then here's a drawing that I never ended up shading. I guess I shaded this red part and then I left the rest just in pencil. It's pretty faded. I don't know if I ever sprayed this, but you know. And then I remember I posted a TikTok about this because I can't remember his name. Penny? No, I can't remember his name, but there's this little chihuahua on TikTok, but they just did a TikTok about his different angles, and so I drew each angle, including his aerial view, which I think is my favorite. Looks like a little potato. So this page is a thing for art therapy that I was doing at the time, so I can't show that. But the next page is Christian Bale. Love a good Christian Bale portrait. And then a little mini portrait. Can't get enough of them. So this one's pretty cool. It was kind of different for me. I wanted to do something kind of abstract, but I guess it's a little realistic. But I like the perspective of this picture. There's like a window outside a house, And so I just colored the rest of it green. Then I wrote some random stuff on here. I don't even know what it says, but I like writing little notes and random words in my sketchbook. It's kind of cool. I know a lot of artists do that. This was a little paper animation I was trying to do. I guess if you look at it really fast, it kind of looks like she's filling up with water. It didn't really work out, but I think it's kind of cute, so I should put it in there. So this drawing, I remember I did this on a TikTok live, I think. I like the way it turned out. It's pretty cool. It reminds me of Midsummer, which is a little scary, but I still like how it turned out. And I think this is all like Copic and ballpoint pen. And then yeah, these are my little notes from the TikTok live I did. I did this so long ago, but this is one of the things I drew. It's kind of weird. It's kind of cool. Here is Randy. It's just a random golden retriever with goggles on, and I named him Randy because he looks like a Randy. And then this was a really sweet girl on my TikTok live, and she asked me to draw a little portrait of her, so I drew her. And I can't say no to portraits, of course. I really like these dogs. These are all Copics. And then I named him Paul for some reason. And my stars, they're popping up again. I really like this one. I like how this turned out. I think I'd seen, I don't remember the artist's name, but I'd seen another artist who does really amazing people drawings, and they're super simplified like this, and I was really inspired by that. So I looked up pictures of people walking and I just painted it. And I really like how it turned out. They're pretty simplified. You can't really see any like facial features, but it's kind of the style that I've been going for, where it's like simplified but still realistic. I think it looks cool. I don't know, what can I say? He has a mullet. And then, you know, if anyone knows Harry Styles, you know what this is. This is when he started his brand, Pleasing. And I think one of his little mascots was like this little frog, I forgot his name, but I wanted to draw him because he was super cute. And I wrote, "Find your pleasing." And then this was gonna be a gouache painting. I'm so sad that I didn't finish it because I think it would have turned out pretty cool. But it was like a big picnic scene. Yeah, I never finished it. I think I just got kind of bored of it and it was taking a really long time. But it would have been cool if I finished it. Here's a feet page, a little feet study. I wanted to get better at drawing feet. I like this one, except for this foot has 6 toes, which I think is pretty funny. But other than that, it looks fine. I like this foot, which is weird. It's just like messy, but I like the way I drew it. Yeah, some of them are kind of cool. And then on this page, I wrote a little poem, but it's embarrassing, so we're not gonna read it. And you know, I was feeling a little wonky, so I drew something wonky. This is definitely a weird page, but this is another weird page. Here's a blue Patrick. Here's a bad hand, little clarinet, and then a girl with a bunch of fish around her. And I can't explain any of it, but it's kind of cool. Here's another portrait. I think I wrote the thing in the background. Wait, what is it? It's the best job in the world. And then after I finished her, I just thought she kind of looked like a young political woman in Washington or something. She has like a bloody nose, so it's like, what's going on? There's a scandal. I don't know, that's just what I imagined. And I like how this page turned out. I didn't add any shading really, I just inked it. I think it turned out kind of cool. It's kind of simple. I like the background. I really love this guy. I really do. I want to do more stuff like this. It's just, I think I just took like a picture of this man. I didn't take a picture of him, but I think I just used like a reference that I found, and I wanted to kind of simplify it, make it realistic but a little cartoonish. And yeah, I just like the way it turned out. I think it looks cool. And I used my Copics with it. I definitely need more Copics. And then here's a sad looking old man that I drew with a ballpoint pen. I like the detail I put in it though. It's cool. Another random page. Can't explain this one. I think I was like cutting up sticky notes and I was trying to like make it look like cells. I don't know, I can't explain it. I weirdly like the way this water bottle looks though. It's like very like bad art, but on purpose, you know? I don't know, I like it, it's kind of funny. And then here's just a random little face. Here's a roller skate. I think these are all Copics. I kind of wanted to make commentary about mega churches and stuff like that. I kind of had to do with what I was going through at the time, so yeah, it's kind of weird. This is definitely not my normal style, but I like how it turned out. So this was definitely me trying to do that perspective drawing thing again. There's my little star. I think it went well. I definitely gave up on the background and I just colored it in. So yeah, I'll definitely try to do more of those in the future when I have time, but it's kind of cute. Some more portraits, we can't get enough. I like this guy. I did this with like really cheap acrylic paint because I was like, I want to just use it, and it turned out pretty cool. I like having to work with supplies sometimes that are cheap, and it's like you have to figure out how to blend it well, and sometimes it turns out pretty well. This is a random one, so I drew this with my left hand. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. There are my stars, they're showing up. So this is another personal page on this side. It's just about a beach trip, but it's a little personal, so I'm gonna show this one that's also from the beach trip. This was a little umbrella, so it's just an umbrella that was on the beach, and I drew it. Here's a little yellow bunny. Here's a weird little portrait. It looks like I didn't want to do the lips, and so I just drew that, but here's my attempt at drawing people on the beach, I'm pretty sure. And I was trying to do them really simplified. They're just so tiny, and I mean, they're cute. They're just very tiny. And then I actually like how this water bottle turned out. I didn't really add any shading, it's mainly just line work, but and then I'm pretty sure this was another TikTok. It was like the emoji drawings, and I think the emojis were like a cat crying with salad, and so I thought of that meme where it's like a little cat with a salad. And then I don't remember what this one was, but here's an old guy with a hamburger. And I also like how this turned out. I like his big cartoonish fingers, and it's kind of cool. Here's a hot anime guy, you know, we gotta throw one in there at the end. This is kind of like a, you know what, we're not gonna talk, this page was, this page was a little guilty pleasure. Okay, we're not gonna talk about it. No, I'm pretty sure this was for the emoji thing too. I got like a fox and like a winky face or something, and I immediately thought of, I don't remember his name, but the fox from Zootopia, so I had to draw him, of course. And I don't know, that's a random anime guy. I like how it turned out though. And then this was just a sticker from the store I worked at, and some random little gems that I put in there. And yeah, that's the end of my sketchbook tour. So yeah, I really like looking through this. Holds a bunch of memories from my college years. It was like the first sketchbook that I got through completely, so I'm pretty proud of that. And I'm working on one right now. It's been taking a long time because I am working on like 2 different sketchbooks right now, so it's kind of like I'm flipping back and forth between the 2. So yeah, I have no idea when I'll do another sketchbook tour, probably a while from now. So look forward to that. But yeah, thank you for watching if you made it this far. Hopefully this was entertaining. Hopefully it was fun. I'm not used to talking to the camera or like talking by myself, except for when I talk to myself, but other than that, but I hope you enjoyed it. sketchbook tours on YouTube are like one of my favorite videos to watch. So I was like, I have to film this. I feel like if I like watching sketchbook tours, people are gonna like watching this, hopefully. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is. Bye!